So what's going on, guys? It's Jeremy, it's speedboxing. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel before you click onto any of the videos. Also comment below in the comment section if you guys have any opinions on what I'm saying in any of the videos. Like always, it is appreciated if you guys could drop me a quick sub or two on my channel. So Anthony Joshua retains his WBA, IBF and IBO heavyweight titles after he stops Carlos Takam in 10 rounds. And the stoppage in this fight was a bit controversial. Right, Carlos Takam, let me just say, is probably one of the toughest men in the heavyweight division. Probably one of the hardest guys in the heavyweight division. I didn't really give Carlos Takam a round in the fight. I thought Anthony Joshua controlled the fight from the first round. The first couple of rounds were a bit cagey. Carlos Takam didn't really engage with Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua wasn't really doing too much in the opening rounds, but then he started to let the lever go in the third and fourth rounds. And in the second round, actually, Carlos Takam headbutted Anthony Joshua, caught him with a headbutt, and it bust Anthony Joshua's nose up bad. I think his nose might be broken from that. That really seemed to piss Anthony Joshua off. From them, really, I think Anthony Joshua started to up the tempo a little bit. And Carlos Takam picked up a cut in the third round, a bad cut. Was it the third or the fourth round? I think it might have been the fourth. I don't know, I can't remember, but yeah, he picked up a really bad cut, and that seemed to hinder him for the rest of the fight. Carlos Takam, he's a very tough man, Carlos Takam. He tried in there, but he was just too limited, in my opinion. He didn't really have the power or the size to really cause Anthony Joshua too much damage. Don't get me wrong, he made Anthony Joshua work, but Anthony Joshua was controlling every round. He managed to drop Carlos Takam in the fourth round. He managed to hit him with a hard shot, and Takam touched down. He didn't fully go down, he just touched down with his glove. That shot hurt him, and then I think he wobbled him in the fifth or sixth round as well. He was wobbling Carlos Takam, and he was stunning him with a few shots, but Carlos Takam was taking a lot of the shots, and nothing really seemed to hurt him. And the commentators were very shocked by this. Carl Froch, Adam Smith, they were all very shocked by it. But obviously, people should know that Carlos Takam is a very tough man. He did 10 rounds with Alexander Povetkin, and he went 12 rounds with Joseph Parker. He had a draw with Mike Perez. The guy's been in some tough fights, and he's stood up to big punches in the past. So I wasn't really surprised. People before the fight were saying, oh, Carlos Takam will only go 3 rounds with Anthony Joshua. This fight won't go 3 rounds. And I kept saying to people, look, I think this fight goes over 6 rounds easily. And people go, no chance. Anthony Joshua's too powerful, too big. I said, look, Carlos Takam is a durable guy, and he proved that exactly tonight. But in the 10th round, Anthony Joshua opened up, landed some hard, clean shots on Carlos Takam, was starting to unload on him, and the referee jumped in. It's like the referee was dying to stop the fight. As soon as Anthony Joshua landed that barrage shot, the referee was straight in there. And I can understand why people think it was a really bad stoppage, because after putting on 10 rounds like that, Carlos Takam, in my opinion, deserved, I think, to maybe last as long as he could. The referee should have gave him more of a chance. I understand Anthony Joshua hits very hard, and a referee's got a job to protect the fighter, but I felt like he deserved to give Carlos Takam every chance, and it was a heavyweight title clash. But the referee was just straight in there. As soon as Anthony Joshua landed 3 or 4 clean shots, the referee was straight in there and stopped the fight, and Carlos Takam protested it. And I saw people afterwards not happy with the stoppage, and people saying it wasn't a great performance by Anthony Joshua. I thought it was a good performance. It was okay. And I think the weight could be an issue further down the line for Anthony Joshua, because after 7 or 8 rounds, even though the fight wasn't really too competitive, Anthony Joshua seemed to tire out. And I'm thinking, if he's in there with a less limited heavyweight than Carlos Takam, if he's in there with a top-level heavyweight like a Deontay Wilder or a Joseph Parker or a Tyson Fury, that could be a problem for him going down the line if a fight's competitive. But luckily for him tonight, Carlos Takam was spirited. He tried, but he wasn't too competitive, and he managed to get the win and to retain his knockout record. I think tonight they wanted to get that 20 knockout in 20 fights, you know what I mean? So I think they were just ready to stop the fight at any time as soon as Anthony Joshua started unloading. But yeah, spirited effort by Carlos Takam. I expected Anthony Joshua to win the fight. I expected him to stop Takam. But like I said, I wouldn't have been surprised if Takam would have made it to the distance, and he might have. But the referee was just straight in there and stopped the fight. But yeah, decent performance by Anthony Joshua. Not his best by far, but it was decent, and he keeps rolling, and hopefully he gets a big fight early next year or in the summer. Hopefully we see a showdown with Deontay Wilder, or he might fight David Haye. I've heard if David Haye manages to knock Tony Bellew out in fantastic fashion or something like that, that's a fight that could be talked about. So yeah, Anthony Joshua just keeps it moving, and it is what it is. It's JM, it's Speedboxing.